Today, we will be determining who killed Kermit the Frog. It started out as a normal day. The cast of Sesame Street and the Muppets were together celebrating Elmo's birthday until things took a nasty turn. In order to solve this case, we're going to look at DNA evidence left on an apple found at the scene. Let's look at the first locus. Here's the DNA fingerprint of the alleles left on the apple as well as the alleles of the suspects. Let's pretend we are driving a car across the gel. Let's make the alleles that match the apple and the suspect blue. Let's repeat the process at the second allele of the same locus and now turn these red. Now let's turn the alleles purple where both suspects' alleles match the alleles on the apple. Now it's time to take a look at locus 2. Again, we are going to pretend to drive across the gel with a car to see which suspect's alleles match the alleles left on the apple. Let's turn the ones that matched blue and repeat the process with the second allele. Here you can see the car driving along the gel, trying to find the suspects that have the same allele that was found on the apple. Let's turn the ones that match red. Again, let's turn the alleles purple where both of the alleles from the suspects matched the apple. So who killed Kermit? Let's interpret the gels and find out. In order to find out who left the DNA evidence, both alleles at each locus from the evidence must match the suspect. First, let's see if the DNA on the apple matched Kermit. As you can see on the alleles marked with a red star, Kermit only matches one of the alleles from the evidence, so he was not the one who left the apple. Next up is Fozzie. As you can see by the red stars at the top, he matches both of the alleles at the first locus, but none at the second. Therefore, he cannot be the one who left the DNA on the apple. Now, let's look at Miss Piggy. And oh no, as you can see, all 4 of her alleles match the 4 that were left on the apple. So Miss Piggy was the one that killed Kermit? Let's continue and eliminate the rest of the suspects. Next is Miss Piggy's mom, who only matches at 2 of the 4 alleles, so she is not the one who left the apple. Elmo only matches at 1 of the alleles, and just like Miss Piggy's mom, he was not the one who left the apple. Next is Cookie Monster, who matches at both of the alleles on the second locus, but none at the first. So the only thing he's guilty of is stealing all the cookies from the party. Finally, let's take a look at Big Bird, who only matches at 1 of the alleles, so he did not leave the apple either. Let's take a look at one final thing before we determine who's guilty. As you can see, Miss Piggy has 2 of the same alleles as her mom that are marked by the pink stars. This is because her mom passed down those alleles to Miss Piggy, while her dad passed down the other 2 marked by the blue stars. Alright, so who killed Kermit? And the answer is Miss Piggy. You may be wondering, why did she kill Kermit? Miss Piggy was mad because Kermit decided to end their 40-year relationship. So Miss Piggy decided to poison Kermit's tea and then throw him off the building for good measure, where he was then found by 2 dogs and a cat,